Hey everyone, Dave from A Walk in the Parks here with a special video for you today. We've been taste testing cookies from Gideon's Bakehouse for a while now, and it occurred to me that we've tasted the cookies, but we've never really compared them to each other. The only problem we found was creating a system to rank the cookies was proving difficult, because there is literally not a bad cookie on the menu. This led us to our Gideon's Bakehouse cookie tier listing concept, a way to compare all of the cookies we've tried without necessarily ranking them head to head. The system we're using has 4 tiers: C tier, good; B tier, great; A tier, excellent; and the top tier, S tier, or amazing. I'll say this one last time before we move forward. All of these cookies are incredible. I'm not a chef. I'm not a food scientist. I'm just a guy who likes cookies. So let's get down to it as we rank the 17 Gideon's Bakehouse cookie flavors that we've tried so far. Sit back and enjoy the cookie paradise that is our Gideon's cookie tier listing. We'll be starting our rankings with C tier, which is the current bottom tier and described as cookies that are good. The cookies in this tier were tasty, but they probably wouldn't be our first choice if we had other options. Please keep in mind that the cookies in each tier are in no particular order. Starting off our C tier, we have the February limited edition cookie, the Eternal Flame. This 5-flavor chocolate cookie is laced with special house-made ancho, cayenne, cinnamon spice mix, and then topped with chocolate-covered cherries. This is a pretty unique flavor, especially with the spice aspect. I found that you didn't immediately feel the heat. It definitely came on after a couple of bites. The chocolate cherries on top are a nice added touch, but spicy cookies aren't really our thing, even if we enjoyed the contrast between the sweet and the spicy. Moving on, we have a regularly available cookie on Gideon's menu, the Pistachio Toffee Chocolate Chip. This cookie mixes chocolate chips with crunchy toffee, topped off with lightly salted pistachios. Known for its combination of sweet and salty, and soft and crunchy, Pistachio Toffee Chocolate Chip is described as being Gideon's most sophisticated flavor. I enjoy eating pistachios, so I was actually a little bit surprised that I didn't like this flavor even more, especially when you add in the toffee flavor to this complex cookie recipe. It's certainly distinct with its contrast of tastes, but it lands in our good C tier of rankings. Next up, we have another regularly available cookie on the menu, Triple Chocolate Chip. The name of this cookie is actually a bit deceiving because Gideon's details this cookie as actually having 5 different types of chocolate. On their website, they even mention that they pour chocolate ganache into the dough to make it extra velvety. On paper, I think this is the kind of cookie that would be the topmost tier for me. I'm a sweets person, and on top of that, I'm a chocolate person. However, there's something in this cookie that is almost too chocolatey for me. I know, what am I thinking? But the chocolate is decadent and delicious, but I think I need a little bit more contrast in the overall flavor to rank this cookie higher. Finishing off our good tier, we have another limited edition cookie, this time for the month of September in honor of Mexico's Independence Day, the Mexican Chocolate Chip Cookie. This flavor combines cinnamon, ancho chili, dulce de leche, and a little cayenne to bring some heat. And they finish it up with Mexican and dark chocolates on top to provide some contrast of creamy and crunchy. Another spicy cookie that we have ranked in our lowest tier. I'll just fully admit that even though it was intriguing to try a dessert with some heat, these cookies just aren't really our thing. Certainly worth trying if you've never had one before, but it wouldn't be our go-to. And that rounds out our C tier of cookies. Featuring 2 limited edition cookies with unique spicy flavors and 2 Gideon's regulars, we have 4 cookies down and 13 to go. Moving on up, it's time to introduce the B tier, otherwise known as our great cookie selections. Starting off, we have a limited edition flavor of the month of March, the Peanut Butter Chocolate Swirl. Considered the best of both worlds by Gideon's, this cookie takes peanut butter dough and combines it with triple chocolate dough. Add chocolate chips, peanut butter chips, and candied peanuts, and there you have it. I actually wish the peanut butter flavor was a bit stronger in this cookie. It's a great mixture of flavors, and they truly complement each other well. Not too rich, and extra delicious when you get candied peanut in your bite. Continuing on, we have a popular cookie that only makes its appearance at Gideon's one day per week. A somewhat regular, the Candied Walnut. A Walnut Wednesday exclusive, this cookie is made by placing double-baked candied walnuts on Gideon's original chocolate chip cookie. When I eat this, I discover there's two different blasts of flavor, one being the sugary candied walnuts and the other being the richness of the chocolate in the base. I love the sweetness of the candied walnuts and also the crunchy texture. Getting a taste with a little extra chocolate is my real favorite for this cookie though. Adding on to the B tier, we have a December limited edition flavor, the Cookie Vom Krampus. Utilizing triple chocolate cookie dough as a base and adding in delicious Andes mints. Gideon says that it takes 24 hours to make their cookies, and the mint soaks into every ounce of that almost half-pound dough. They are certainly right, as this cookie definitely has a lot of mint packed into every bite. I love how the mints give another dimension of flavor to the triple chocolate cookie dough here. Some might disagree with this next decision, but we've got another cookie available on the regular menu for this tier, the original chocolate chip. Gideon's mentions that this cookie recipe took 15 years to perfect, packed inside and out with a variety of chocolates and differing vanillas. But how could it only be B tier, you ask? No doubt, this flavor is delicious, even incredible by chocolate chip cookie standards. However, Gideon's has so many complex and unique flavors, this one only gets our attention as great. We really love this cookie as part of the limited edition Gideon's hand pies when it was wrapped in a flaky, buttery crust. This cookie is certainly a must-try, though. Rounding out the B tier, we have the limited edition flavor for the month of May, Peanut Butter Espresso. Gideon's describes this cookie as a creamy peanut butter mixed with freshly ground 431 blend espresso from the award-winning Lineage coffee. Topped with chocolate and our small batch house-made candied peanuts for the perfect amount of crunch. This cookie is rich and luscious. I loved the espresso taste, and any bite that had a little bit more espresso in it was never going to find me complaining. Again, I think the peanut butter tends to be a little bit more subtle in this cookie. I think this might be a hot button for me, but the chocolate comes out even more than I would have guessed with this one. Regardless, this cookie is extremely tasty, and I love trying it. Well, there we have it, 2 tiers down showcasing our choices for the C tier and the B tier, but this does not end at the halfway point. Let's see who makes the grade for our final 2 tiers, A tier and the supreme S tier. Kicking off our A tier, we have another cookie from the December limited edition flavors, Santa's White Christmas Cookie. Created with notes of coconut, sweet caramel, vanilla, and nutty flavors, this cookie has an incredible flavor profile. They even take it up a notch by adding white Christmas coffee beans throughout. I have to admit, I didn't think I was gonna like this cookie, but I was very wrong. So many layers to this flavor, the vanilla and the coffee throughout was strong. I'll certainly be ready to pre-order this limited edition treat next December. The second member of our A tier is actually a mystery flavor that we've only seen on the menu at Gideon's Bakehouse for 3 total days, the triple chocolate coffee cake. They might have been testing this flavor out for prime time, but we only saw this one available for the days Gideon's participated in the Halfway to Halloween event at Disney Springs in May 2021. Billed as a curious visitor, this cookie takes the triple chocolate cookie dough as a base and then adds coffee cake coating on the outside. I know I mentioned I'm not a huge fan of the triple chocolate cookie, but this combination brings it to the next level, and therefore our next tier. The cinnamon-infused coffee cake coating is an amazing combination with the chocolatey flavor on the inside. I really enjoyed this cookie, and I'd love for it to be on the menu another time. Moving on to the next selection, we have a fairly new cookie that recently debuted at Gideon's, the Orange Pecan Chocolate Chip. Celebrating the flavors of Florida, this limited edition treat starts with vanilla bean dough, blended with orange, and then mixed with dark chocolates. Add in some Florida pecan pralines and a sprinkle of candied orange peel, and there you have it. I think I might be a sucker for the complex flavor profiles in these cookies because I really enjoyed this one. The orange flavor is very strong, probably more than you would have guessed just by looking at it or reading a description. It's a refreshing treat, and I'm a huge fan of how all the different tastes combine together here. Completing our A tier before moving on to some of the best, we have another regularly available cookie, the Peanut Butter Crunch. The dough is said to be made mostly of peanut butter, along with handmade candied peanuts on top. I know I've said it a few times in this video that I felt like peanut butter flavor in some of these cookies was too subtle, but I cannot say that of this flavor. Peanut butter lovers will certainly have their fix. This one's incredible. The best part here is that the peanut butter isn't overpowering. It's exactly the perfect amount. And that completes our journey through 3 tiers of Gideon's cookies. What's left? Well, to our taste buds, the best cookies you can get at Gideon's Bakehouse, the S tier. These cookies receive our S tier amazing ranking for their absolutely outstanding taste. So let's dive in. Up first, we have one of our absolute favorite cookies. This October limited edition selection is made from pieces of M&M's, crushed Oreo double stuffed cookies, and chocolate pieces. The Frankenstein cookie. This cookie is a perfect fit for the month of Halloween celebration, and it is more than worthy of our top tier ranking. Maybe it's just the kid in me with the combination of all those various candies and Oreos, but this one is a must purchase every October. The second cookie going into our S tier is another limited edition flavor, Coffee Toffee. It's made of freshly ground beans from Lineage Coffee Roasting, adding in pieces of toffee and chocolate on the base of the vanilla bean cookie. You're probably saying, but Dave, you put pistachio toffee chocolate chip in C tier. Well, you're right. I'm not sure what the big difference is between these two, but I can't get enough of Coffee Toffee. The amount of flavors you get from this particular cookie are unbelievable. Getting close to the finish line, we have another regularly available cookie on Gideon's menu, the Cookies and Cream. This selection begins with vanilla bean cookie dough, adds chunks of double stuffed Oreos, and then it's topped with crushed cookies. Yes, this one is as good as it sounds. This treat is any Oreo lover's dream cookie. I love how the cookies and the vanilla dough combine. I could probably eat one of these every visit to Gideon's. And last but certainly not least, we round out our top tier with a cookie regularly available, but this one is only at Disney Springs, the Coffee Cake. Combining cinnamon strudel, homemade double-baked butter crumbs, and buttery vanilla bean dough, this is the perfect cookie to pair with your morning cup of coffee. Gideon's Bakehouse mentions that it's only available every morning until sellout, so you may need to get there early to make sure you get one. I love all the tastes that go into this selection. It's delicious, and it's more than worthy of finishing out our S tier of cookies. So there you have it, 4 tiers, 17 flavors, and a handy guide for deciding what Gideon's Bakehouse treats you want to try next. I've said this many times, there is not a bad choice on the menu. So let us know what you think in the comments below. Where would you rank your selections from Gideon's? A special shout out to our cookie advisor and close friend Paul, who recommended the tier system which inspired this video. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.